Do you want to know how money works? Investing 101, stock investing and mutual fund investing. There are two ways to invest or to acquire shares or pumili ng shares. Number one, meron tinatawag na mutual funds. Number two naman is yung direct stock acquisition or direct buying of shares. First, we go to direct stocks. What are stocks? Stocks are shares of ownership in a corporation. When you buy stocks of a publicly listed companies, you become a stockholder. In other words, you become part owner of that company. As such, you participate in that company's growth and future profits. Conversely, you may also lose money if the company suffers a loss or performs below market expectations. Kaya kapag bumili ka ng shares, ang tawag sa iyo ay shareholder or stockholder. Kasi bumibili ka ng parte ng kanilang pagmamayari or ownership tulad ng sa BPI, BDO, PLDT, GMA, Meralco, Petron, o yung mga kilalang well-known or well-established companies. Siyempre, dahil part owner ka or shareholder ka ng company, yung kinikita nito or yung maaring ikalugi nito ay ma-experience mo or maging parte ka doon as shareholder. What is the stock market? Stock market is a place where stocks are bought and sold. The Philippine stock market is the place where people can invest in publicly listed companies in the PSE or Philippine Stock Exchange. So yung PSE or Philippine Stock Exchange ay yun yung palengke ng stocks or shares. Doon ka pwede bumili or mag-trade or magbenta ng shares. So, Philippine Stock Exchange yung tawag doon or PSE. Why invest in the stock market? History has proven that investing in quality stocks can provide greater returns than most investment instruments. This offers you the best chance in achieving your financial goals and gives you the ability to later enjoy the benefits of your money working for you. The track record of stock market also shows that a good basket of stocks climb more often than decline, reducing risk over the long term. Kaya maraming mga Pinoy ang nag-i-invest sa stock market because yung kanyang track record, lalo na pag long term yung investment mo at naka-invest ka sa tinatawag na blue chip companies or well-known companies. And dahil long term siya, mas nababawasan yung kanyang risk o yung tinatawag nating pagkalugi. Requirements in investing stocks in the Philippines. It doesn't require you to be rich or poor, though it requires you to be wise. Before you invest in stocks in the Philippines, you must have these things. Number one is knowledge. You must have basic knowledge and understanding about the stock market, how things work, how to buy and sell stocks, when is the best time to buy and sell stocks, what are the top performing companies, what is the latest trend, how is the economy, what is technical analysis, etc. In short, you must know the market. Kaya ang pag-i-invest sa stocks, kailangan talaga ito ng karagdagang kaalaman from basic or fundamentals hanggang sa technical analysis. And sa mutual fund, kapag nag-i-invest ka, pati sa stocks, kailangan alamin mo yung mga bagay-bagay na makakatulong sa financial goals mo. Number two is time. How much of your time can you invest with this? In trading, you need to monitor the economy and the business world to know when to buy and sell your stocks. Usually, traders have target time when to sell what they hold. Those who can't monitor the market all the time, they choose to invest periodically and use the peso cost averaging method instead or just rely on their stockbroker's advice. Malaki din yung i-consider mo na oras sa pag-aaral sa pagdating sa pag-invest sa stock market or pagbili ng shares. May mga stockbroker din na nag-a-advise sa mga tao na wala masyadong time para sa investment nila or nag-a-allocate ng portfolio nila. Though syempre, there is a cost involved. Pag sinabing peso cost averaging method, ito yung pag-i-invest mo regularly. Whether monthly, quarterly, or every 6 months, or every year, ng specific amount para makabili ng shares. Money. You can use your money sleeping in your savings account or you can invest part of your regular income monthly buying stock. The minimum amount to open an online trading account is 5,000 pesos. You can invest that amount or more monthly or periodically if you want. So malaki talaga yung money na kailangan natin pag bumili ng shares or directly buying of shares. Kasi tulad ng PLDT, for example, ang kanyang price per share is nasa 2,000 pesos. Di ka naman pwede bumili ng isang shares lang ng PLDT. May tinatawag tayong board lot. Yung board lot ay yun yung required number of shares na kailangan mong mabili sa isang company. Like sa PLDT, ang minimum niya is 10 shares. So kung 2,000 pesos yung price per share ni PLDT, kailangan mo ng 20,000 pesos para makabili ng shares. Plus, yung commission or charges pa kapag bumibili ka ng shares. Risk tolerance. Investing in the stock market may sound so scary, especially to beginners. Don't be afraid. Just think of the reasons why rich people become richer. Investing may be risky and may incur profit and loss. You can avoid this loss if you focus on investing on the well-proven companies which will stay here no matter what. Long-term investing using the peso cost averaging method is well proven. Kaya nga, dito sa mga nagsisimula pa lang sa stocks, we recommend na alamin nila yung risk tolerance. Kasi baka naman pag bumaba yung price ng shares, hindi na sila makatulog kinabukasan or kung naging pangit ang ekonomiya, nagkaroon ng economic crisis, baka malugi na sila na mas mauna pa sila kapahan kaysa sa actual na nangyayari. Kaya naman kailangan may focus ka, alam mo yung goal mo, and also peso cost averaging method, kailangan din to, pati na rin yung long-term investment. Make sure na mag-i-invest ka lang sa well-known companies or ano ba yung companies na hanggang next 20 years or 30 years ay nandito pa rin sa bansa, matibay at matatag. How to invest in the stock market in the Philippines and where do I find a stockbroker? As part of membership benefits of IMG, you can invest in MyTrade by Abacus Securities. It's the Philippines' newest and most advanced online trading platform today. And as IMG member, you can have access to stocks trading, online trading platform with free investment guidance, analysis, and updates. You heard it right. It's free. Free yung mga investment guidance, analysis, and updates because MyTrade, powered by Abacus Securities, wants to make sure that their investors are doing well and earning in the long-term perspective based on their financial goals. Kaya may mga ganitong extra service na pwede mo ma-avail for free as IMG member. Do you want to invest in stock market or buy shares but no time to study stock investing? You may participate in the stock market through mutual fund investing. Mutual Fund 101. What is mutual fund? Investment companies is the primary business is investing, reinvesting, or trading of securities. It pools the money of investors with the same investment objectives. Based on the picture, large number of people with money to invest buy shares in a mutual fund. So yung money nila pooled by the mutual fund company to have more buying power. So yung fund manager invests the money in a collection of stocks, bonds, or other securities, also known as marketable securities. So once na kumita yung mutual fund company, successful investment adds value to the fund and investor receives distribution. Pinagsasama-sama yung pera ng mga mutual fund shareholders or investors para sa negosyo ng pag-trade, pag-reinvest, or pag-i-invest ng mga marketable securities tulad ng stocks, bonds, commercial papers, government securities, and fixed income instruments. At kapag kumita ito, dinidistribute to sa kanilang shareholders once na nag-withdraw na yung shareholder or nag-redeem siya. Yan, elaborate natin. For example, si Investor A nag-invest siya ng 25,000. Investor B nag-invest siya ng 5,000. Investor C nag-invest siya ng 300,000. Investor D nag-invest siya ng 500,000. And si Investor C is nag-invest siya ng 1 million. And they invest in the same day sa mutual fund companies. So yung fund manager, pagsasama-samahin yung pera para makabili ng marketable securities like stocks, bonds, commercial papers, or yung mga blue chip companies. So kung nag-withdraw sila or redeem the same day, at ang yield to date or rate of return that time is 38%, lahat sila makakakuha ng 38% net returns ng investment nila. For example, 25,000, 38% nun, 38% ng 5,000, additional 38% ng 300,000, 38% increase ng 500,000, and 38% net returns ng 1 million. So makikita natin, regardless of the amount na in-invest mo as a shareholder, if you invest same day ng mga investors na may malaking investment at ang yield to date or rate of return that time is 38%, 38% din ng 5,000 mo ang tinubo mo or tumubo ka ng 38% rate of return. Again, a mutual fund is an investment company that the primary business is investing, reinvesting, and trading of securities. Nagsasama-sama, it pools the money of investors with the same investment objectives. What prevents the fund manager from running away with my money? Nako, baka naman yung mutual fund company, fly-by-night company yan. Or kinabukasan, wala na siya. Inakbo na yung pera naming mga investors. Mutual fund structure. The fund manager does not have any control over the physical assets except to make buying or selling decisions. Assets are held by a custodian bank and records are kept by a transfer agent. There is also an external auditor who checks the daily computation of net asset value per share or NAVs and financial statements. So dito sa picture natin, yung mutual fund shareholders, tayo yon. Bilang investor, we have the right to vote during annual shareholders meeting, right to view yung statement of account or yung price per share every day, right of transparency. We also have the right to know kung saan naka-invest yung pera natin. Kaya during annual shareholders meeting, pinapakita doon yung top 10 holdings ng mutual fund companies. Board of Directors, they are the one who check kung na-implement ba yung investment objective ng mutual fund company. Investment advisor is another separate entity. Siya naman yung namimili. Ano kayang magandang bilhin na stocks today or magandang i-trade na stocks today? Fund administrator, sila yung sa bookkeeping and accounting functions. Sila yung gumagawa ng net asset value per share or price per share every day. Sila yung nagpo-provide ng mga administrative functions ng company. Principal distributor, the one who offer or introduce the mutual fund company. Custodian bank, ito po yung treasurer ng mutual fund company. Kapag bibili ng shares, tatawagan lang ng investment advisor custodian bank para i-release yung money at bumili ng shares or pambili ng shares. External auditor, sila naman nag-check kung tama ba yung pag-declare ng price per share or financial statements every day ng mutual fund company. In other words, papasok sa maliit na butas ng karayo ang sino mang magtatangka sa iba't ibang entity na ito bago nila matangay yung pera ng mutual fund shareholder. And take note, meron din pong SEC or Securities and Exchange Commission na nakabantay sa mga mutual fund companies. So, ano ba yung difference ng traditional na nakasanayan natin na bank products like time deposit versus mutual funds? Again, sa mutual fund, ang tawag sa'yo ay shareholder. Sa traditional concept, sa bangko, ang tawag sa'yo depositor. Sa traditional concept, may time deposit at savings account. Meron din similarities ito sa mutual fund. Dahil sa mutual funds, para ka lang ding savings account na nagsisave ka ng pera or nag-i-invest ka naman. Pero, wala tong dormancy period or dormant fee. Meaning, kung hindi ka nakapag-invest the following month, in the next 2 years or 5 years or 10 years, okay lang kasi hindi naman masisiro yung iyong pera or hindi siya magkakaroon ng penalty charge. Flexible returns. Para din siyang time deposit, but ang pinagkaibahan lang, mas malaki yung potential earnings sa mutual funds and tax exempt to or wala na siyang withholding tax. Siyempre, yung traditional concept like normal time deposit and savings account para to sa short term na time frame natin or for emergency use or gagamitin mo yung pera within 1 year or within 2 years time frame. Yung mutual funds, ito yung investment vehicle na kinikater or mas maganda kung ilagay dito yung pera natin na gagamitin 5 years from now or 3 to 5 years from now, meaning long-term investment or mas matagal, mas maganda. So, tulad nung kanina, yung investor, regardless kung magkano yung ininvest mo, kahit iba-iba yung price or amount ng ininvest nyo, if you invest same banking day at nag-withdraw din kayo or redeem same day at 38% yung rate of return nun, 38% din ng additional 38% ng 5,000, 1 million, 500,000, or 300,000 yung matatanggap nyo. Ang business ng mutual fund ay to invest, reinvest, or trade yung mga marketable securities na tinatawag natin tulad ng bonds, shares, or common shares, government securities, or fixed income instruments. There are 4 types of mutual funds, but for today, I will discuss 3 types of mutual funds. The bond fund, the stock funds, and balance fund. What do you observe? Dito sa mutual fund, meron siyang 10% na cash lagi. This is for liquidity purposes. Bakit may 10%? Kasi every day may nagwi-withdraw na shareholders. Yung mga nag-invest 5 years ago, or 10 years ago, 7 years ago, na ngayon yung time nila para i-withdraw yung kanilang investment. So, laging may naka-ready na 10% na cash allocated sa portfolio ng mutual fund company. Mapapansin mo din naka-diversify yung pera ng mutual fund companies. Tulad na lang sa stock funds, meron siya sa media, meron siya sa bank sector, F&B or food and beverage, holdings, minings. Same thing goes with bond fund. Naka-diversify din siya sa mga government securities, fixed-rated treasury notes, treasury bills, commercial papers, and same thing goes with balance fund na meron siyang 40% sa blue chips at 50% sa government securities. So first, yung bond fund tayo. So kung may money ka tapos gagamitin mo siya after 2 years or short term lang yung time frame mo, like gagamitin mo siya next 2 years or 3 years, kasi ilagay mo siya sa bangko, pwede mo makonsider yung bond fund. Yung bond fund, ang investment composition niya is fixed income instruments like government securities, treasury bills, treasury notes, commercial papers, and fixed-rated income instruments. The investment objectives is stability plus reasonable growth, most especially for conservative investors. Pwede ito. Ang average earning per year based on historical performance since inception is 6%. Next, equity funds. So, equity funds, majority ng stocks mo, naka-invest siya sa stock market or shares. Ito na yung tinatawag na indirect trading or buying of shares. Stability plus reasonable growth, ito naman po yung investment objective niya. For aggressive investor, kasi medyo malikot yung market or malikot yung price per share. Ang average earning nito based on historical performance or since inception is 18% per annum. Hindi po ito guaranteed na 18%, it can go lower than 18% or higher than 18% depending on the market. And the recommended term is 5 years and up para mas ma-maximize natin yung potential earning under equity fund. Last but not the least is balance fund. From the name itself, balance. Meron siyang fixed income instruments at meron din siyang shares of stocks. Then just type of investor, pang moderate investor. Yung mga gusto rin naman mag-invest sa stock pero ayaw nila masyadong risky. Kaya may combination to ng government securities with an average earning of 12% per annum. Dahil may stock composition siya or naka-invest din yung part ng pera mo sa shares of stock, ang average earning nito ay 12% at ang recommendation dito ay yung pera na gagamitin mo after 5 years or more. Risk-reward spectrum. Simple lang. Mas malaki yung risk, mas malaki yung potential earning niya. Kaya yung equity fund, higher the risk, pero higher din yung potential earning or rate of return niya. While bond fund, lower the risk, so lower din yung potential earning or income niya. But the secret here, alam mo ba kung ano yung secret? Kailangan mong malaman ang mga sumusunod. First, you need to diversify. Mutual funds allow small investors to take advantage of investment opportunities with a bigger interest and enable them to buy more types of or unit of investment instead of being limited to only one or few. So, sa mutual fund, hindi lang sa isang shares naka-invest yung pera mo, kundi sa 10 to 25 and more na shares nakabili or marketable securities. Mutual funds are also tax-exempt under Comprehensive Tax Reform Program, Republic Act 8424. Ibig sabihin, kapag winidraw mo yung pera mo sa mutual fund, wala na siyang withholding tax na 20%. Bakit ganon? Kasi gusto rin i-promote ng government yung long-term savings sa kanyang bansa or country. Mutual funds invest in stocks and securities are already subject to final withholding tax. Pag bumili kasi yung fund manager ng stocks or marketable securities, meron na tong final withholding tax. Na-taxan na siya. Kaya yung mga earnings ng investor sa mutual fund, hindi na siya subject sa tax or sa personal income tax niya. Affordability. Yan. It only takes 5,000 or 1,000 pesos to start in mutual fund investing. After that, you can invest 1,000 or 500 every month or every other month or as often as you want. Sa mutual fund, as explained earlier, wala siyang dormancy period or dormant fee. At wala rin siyang limitation kung hanggang kailan mo gusto mag-invest. Kahit araw-araw, every month, or kada buwan, or kada sunod na buwan, or kada 6 na buwan, depende sa available fund mo. Sa mutual fund, meron kang fund manager or may professional fund management. So one of the primary reasons investing in mutual funds is easy is because they're professionally managed. In fact, yung mga fund managers, sila yung mga well-known or matagal na sa industriya ng stock market trading and investing. So instead na mag-research ka pa kapag mag-i-invest ka sa stock market, babantayan mo, you have a skilled money manager or may fund manager na gumagawa nito para sa'yo. Liquidity. Redemption proceeds will be processed within 7 banking days, either pick up or bank deposit. This means you can get your cash easily if you need it. Mutual fund shares can be sold or withdraw or redeem and collected within 7 banking days at the prevailing NABs. Kaya kapag nag-withdraw ka sa mutual fund, may option ka na ipadeposito sa bangko nyo or withdrawin through ng cheque yung mutual fund investment mo. At the same time, it will take you within 7 banking days since sa mutual fund structure, meron pa siyang mga custodian bank or transfer agent na mag-send ng pera mo or kinita mo sa mutual fund investments. So sa mutual fund, highly regulated siya ng SEC. Regulation and disclosure. Meron din siyang external auditor tulad ng SGB, Isla Lipana, at meron din siyang iba't ibang independent custodian bank na nag-serve as treasurer ng mutual fund company. Yung SEC, they want to make sure na yung mutual funds comply with this regulation. Moreover, yung mutual funds, they are regularly audited by an independent auditor. Tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, separate entities sila or iba-iba po yung sector or mga entities na involved sa mutual fund. Kaya dito, binabantayan talaga maigi yung pera natin mga investors. So convenience, it takes away the stress from small investors who want to invest in the financial markets. This is because mutual funds are handled by competent and professional fund manager who choose the right investment for them. Imagine mo, no, minamanage yung 5,000 pesos mo or even 1,000 pesos mo ng isang professional fund manager. Dahil nakaka-ride on yung pera mo sa pera ng mga malalaking investor or wealthy people ng